quarter.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the... Throwing is Hurts. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down in. Hurts sets up to throw it. He finds his tight end Goddard, and it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. The quick slant caught. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but...
On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Jalen Hurts, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. They've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis. A bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw. It's knocked away. Burrow will throw. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Burrow looking to pass. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss it. Here's Burrow. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. So back-to-back play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Complete. It's Johnson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want...
Here's Hurts to throw. This is Smith with a grab. The 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And sometimes you see big plays develop on a route like this.
Need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Going for the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Sam. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there.
It's that type of a day that you see it back. Just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the side. Milton Williams there on the tackle. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he'll be brought. Now Burrow. Able to find Higgins. And they'll wind up getting this from the red zone now. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken. Now it's Burrow. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner in the shorter zone and did exactly that, knocking that.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So 4th and goal, their head gear. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about...
On 2nd and 10. Hurts fumbles it. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half. They give the ball up.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And he comes back with one complete. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds Wilson. And he'll be taken down here just shy. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this. They'll run on 1st down. Newberry. And they're knocking on the door now. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there picking him up out of the back.
On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Jalen Hurts scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Eagles put together a fourth quarter drive to take the lead. Now Burrow on 1st down. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon, finding room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across mid.
That's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to have it here just past the 25.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking.
Hurts. He's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the... Here's Hurts to throw. Going right back to Wilson. And he's going to get this one down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of...
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles...
It's been more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. A lane opens up that time. They'll stay on the ground, mix it again. They find some open field here. And he'll go out near... On 2nd down and 4. Burrow. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And he's going to get this down near the... Here's Burrow. Got a man. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they had it there so close to the goal line, a chance to take it across, claim the lead here in the fourth. Boy, that was a big, big mistake.
It really was, and as much as I want to give credit to the defense for making the play, I do tend to agree with you. That mistake, that's a chance to go in.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Zachary Carter got in there that time for the sack.
And this dominant.
This is 3rd and 16. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Sam Martin now. That's
Locked up.
on third down, they turn to Sanders. And he's got room. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Eagles are going to be moving to 4-0 as they... Now it's Burrow. He finds his man Johnson. They call his number again. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals, they will throw on first down with Burrow. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now Burrow connecting with Mixon. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield now, but that clock rolling. Burrow. Here's Johnson with a reception. This one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. To throw, Burrow. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on. A little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And the Eagles are going to recover. And that might be enough to put a bow on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it. And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, now it looks like he'll throw here. Caught by Wilson. Now a second. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Steps away. Looking left sideline. It's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. Throwing from the gun. It's Hurts. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Julian Love picks it. And the Bengals are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Here's Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Throwing, Burrow. He's going to let it fly. He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. And the Eagles have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off. We might see a 67-yard field goal made, let alone attempted. Congratulations. Great job. And remember, it all starts getting that kick away, because often it starts low. Usually that's when it can be tipped. Not in this case, a new NFL record.
Well, they had one final chance here on the kick return, but no chance on the other side that they were going to let him navigate all the way to the end zone, Charles. And that ends up being the final play in this one.
Yeah, you're right about that. Special teams coaches, they spend a lot of time working on these types of situations, and they go over every crazy possibility that can happen in this situation. They were able to cover successfully and end the game.
So for Philadelphia, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will hit the road next week to take on.
Both know their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half.
He'll drop to throw. Out route pass complete to Goddard. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Execution.
On first down, Hurts. And a coverage. Throwing is Hurts.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
The defensive 10
at their own 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon.
And he'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now Burrow.
Throw left side complete to Chase. The LSU connection. Burrow to Chase for the score. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw.
Got a man and he hits him in stride.
That, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he does get it. But I sure like what they were doing there.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll take half.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Steps away. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a throwing from the gun. It's Hurts.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 36 yards on the run out here.
I'll give it a shot.
They go play action with Hurts.
This will be caught by Brown. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. On 2nd and 10.
Hurts.
This is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there with his 3rd touchdown of the Super Bowl.
And the Eagles will extend their 3rd quarter lead here in this Super Bowl.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they want.
On 2nd and 11 now.
Burrow. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And that is...
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Got a man. It's Brown. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
Here's Hurts to throw.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
Eluding, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. He'll look to throw.
And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game.
Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Bengals are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into...
And they go play action now. Burrow. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
And just when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Complete. It's Johnson.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Throwing now. Burrow on first down. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice second and goal. Here's a give to Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Bengals have cut it back within a score. Well, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s.
We'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
And nursing such a small lead, you thought he'd take better care of the football after his last drive. Now for the second straight possession, he's put all the pressure right back on his defense. They need to take a stand and hold that lead.
Ready to go on offense, out come the Bengals.
It's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. In good
position is facing 4th down.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that'll bring him back within 4.
So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're...
Guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays. Make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after. They're going to look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So the completion on 3rd down. Newberry. Nice little juke. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. On 2nd down now. Newberry. They showed a little athlete. Now a give, right side. Newberry. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
And now here in this situation, a field goal would still have them only up by 1 score, so I would think about going for it. Even if you don't get in, you put your defense in a really nice spot, making the offense go the long way to try and score.
Yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his big tight end here. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage.
Effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Christian Harris showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And this is caught. Play action. Here's Hurts.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground.
Okay, I'm not sure.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this will be from the 25.
Burrow will throw. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
Because they struggled throughout this one.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. On 3rd down, Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. Now it's Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Mixon is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level. Complete.
Back to throw here. He gets this in the hands of Mixon.
And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
The 41. A handoff to Mixon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another night. Now they run with Mixon. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
McPherson's kick is good.
And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So it's another field goal here. He may need to ice his leg. Back to throw. That is caught. It's the tight. Back to throw.
Quick slant to Brown.
And he'll look to throw. Open man has got it. The Tyler first down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. This to potentially send us to overtime. The kick by Elliott is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any of that. It's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win. And they finally got it after the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs. Patrick Mahomes and KC, they score first. Game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football. People and quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Now on 3rd down, that pass pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And I'm looking for what plays get the ball to my best players right now. How do they touch it, and who do I trust with the football in this situation?
Throwing again on second down. Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be
to him, do you? No. I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. Now it's Burrow. Able to find Higgins. And he's on third down, Mixon. And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on third and short. And yes,
they'll throw on first down with Hurts.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
He's got room past the 30 and way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Play action. Here's Hurts.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down.
From the 40 now on second down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Move over, James White. You've got a new rival for best finish to a Super Bowl ever.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
And the Lombardi Trophy will rest in the city of brotherly love. The Philadelphia Eagles are the Super Bowl champs. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.